Hey, Joe, Michael's here. Hi.
Hey.
Come on in.
Thank you so much for having me over. Wow, beautiful house.
Hey, honey. This is Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Joe.
Looking forward to hearing your presentation.
Pleasure to meet you. So I've done hundreds, if not thousands of these presentations. And over the years, with a lot of practice, I've gotten so much better. So I've lost a lot of listing appointments over my career. But with every loss, I've learned, adapted, and changed, and improved my presentation. So all I did was keep winning. Today, I'm going to discuss what is in my listing presentation and what is in my bag. Well, first off, this is my bag. I've had it for over 12 years. It is a Mont Blanc briefcase, high-end. I've gotten hundreds, if not thousands of listings, bringing all my materials in this bag. So I would say it's my lucky charm. So when I come to the appointment, I first pull out my folder with all my comps, all of my marketing materials in print, so I can go over that. And we'll discuss that in a little bit. I also bring some of our marketing materials that are in magazines and newsletters, so they know that I've sold a lot of homes in their community. And then finally, I go over my listing presentation on an iPad, which is very professional. It knows I'm serious, and it gives insightful impression. We'll discuss this presentation at another time. So I'm a big note taker. So I bring a custom Parrot Realty notebook, so it looks professional. I can take notes through the process. And oh, by the way, since I work out 2 times in the morning before my listing presentations, I sometimes get a little hungry. So I always have a protein bar, just in case I need to eat it before the appointment. My listing presentation in this folder is the heartbeat of the presentation. Obviously, it is a custom folder. I open it up, and I immediately go to the BCPA. This is the public information of the house, because I want to confirm who the owners are, the square footage of the property. So I have that first. Then we come to the most important part, the comparable sales, because I want the owner to know that I've done my due diligence and really took an analytical approach to finding out what the value of their home is, because they're going to look on Zillow and Realtor.com and see all the estimates. So I bring it because I want them to see what my presentation is in opposed to what the online estimators are saying. So I go through that. I go through all the comparables. I show them what's closed sale in the last 180 to 365 days and what's under contract and what is active, what could be our competition. And then when I go through all of the listings, I then want to show them my own listings that I've sold in the community, and I have dozens in this community. So I want to be able to show them that my success is right there in front of them, that they see sales of their neighbors' homes and their record sales. And then I go through my plan of action, what I want to do to market their home uniquely, because every home is different. So when I come through a house and I give them a detailed marketing plan, I'm putting it in writing. I'm backing up my words in writing, so they see a detailed presentation. I also then leave them, if I don't get the listing, with a realtor questionnaire. These are the top questions that agents should be able to answer because they're important, such as how much money is the listing agent going to personally spend to market your home? Not the company, but the agent. These are questions in my presentation I'm already answering, but you leave it with them so they can ask these same questions to an agent that could be your competition. And then I leave them also with an item of how to get the home ready for sale. So it's important to get the home ready, stagings, everything. Presentation is the most important part because it leaves a lasting impression when a buyer comes to the home. So we put it detailed, room by room for them so they can get their home ready for sale and it can look at its best. I then go over the contract. And though it's not just one contract now with the real estate market changing, it's a listing agreement, a buyer agreement, and ultimately the purchase agreement. So there's 3 contracts to go over. So I want them to see that I've elevated my credibility and I'm knowledgeable and can answer all of their questions and concerns about all of the contracts. That makes it meaningful for them to hire the best agent for the job of selling their home. And then I go over all of the seller questionnaire items because I'm there and I'm prepared to take that presentation and shows confidently that they're going to see that I have questions to ask them about the best times to come over and shoot the home for videos and photos, the night shots, to have my marketing team there and be prepared, as well as give all this information to my listing manager who's going to contact the owner right after my appointment, provide them a copy of the listing agreement they're going to sign, and tell them they're excited at starting the process of selling their home. And finally, I go over the estimated net proceeds because it's important for a seller to know they have other closing fees besides commissions. So there's no surprises at closing. And be confident to go over your fees and back up what you deserve to be paid for selling their home for a record price. On every listing, before I get there, I fill out the form and I sign it. And then I highlight where I want the sellers to sign because I know I'm confident that I'm going to take the listing. And now for the best part. So speaking of pen to paper, I'm not going to have my clients sign one of their largest financial asset contracts with just an ordinary regular pen. In fact, over my 20-year career, I've accumulated some of the finest pens from Cartier, Montblanc, and other fountain pens in order to leave a lasting impression for my clients as they see that I am serious about taking their listing and I don't just come with the ordinary pen. And I've become kind of a collector. As you can see, I've come with some really beautiful pens, and this leaves a lasting impression, and every single pen tells so many different stories of all the homes I've sold in my career.
I'm just so excited to get this process started.
Me too. I can't wait to get started.